Good morning. It is good morning. It's about 6:15 in the morning. Thought I'd do a quick video. We had a good car come in yesterday, which is what I've just shown you, which is a Hyundai Santa Fe. Customers brought it in. A few little things. TPMS light was on. Difficult start in the morning. The old battery's tired. And this thing called an active hood system. Drive down the road, do 25 mile an hour, bang, it comes up. While you're not concentrating on the road, you're looking at the dashboard. What's this active hood system? So he's brought it in for that. So I didn't really know what an active hood system was, so I actually watched a video on Google, and this little Korean guy, he was showing what it is in the back of the actual bonnet. You have a look in there, or the hood in the back there, and what happens is if you actually a pedestrian stands in the front of the car, or while it's travelling at 25 mile an hour, or what speed it is, or what I've actually to get the gist of, what happens is the back of the bonnet comes up, and when you go over it, it sort of saves your head, and that's the idea of it. It's to protect pedestrians. I like the old way myself. I look left and right and walk across the road when it's empty, but obviously we need this technology to save the wallies out there. Anyway, getting on to fixing the problem. So I've changed the battery, and I've put 5 psi in each tyre, and that sorted the TPS out. And I've got a code on the active hood system, which is B1102, which comes up as battery voltage low. And I thought, am I going to be lucky here? It's just the battery in the car, which I didn't think I was going to be right. So I've put it in there, drove it down the road. TPMS light goes out, which is tyre pressure light, goes out. Car starts great, turns over faster, and so that sorts that problem out. But I drove down the road, 25 mile an hour, bing, active hood systems come back on again. So didn't fix that one with the battery, but I did have a feeling it wasn't going to happen. So we brought it back and plugged into it, and I've got a fault code of that's one here, B1102, battery voltage low. So I mean, as I say, I didn't know much about these before I started, but I know a little bit more now. And so we've got auto data, because I didn't know what the code meant. So I've put it into auto data, and it comes up, if you can read that, but it comes up as SRS control module supply low. But I'm in the actual active control module system, and it tells me that its system's battery's low. So I thought, SRS? So I'll start with fuses first, because obviously it's probably a short circuit, and it's normally what the Koreans do when they say battery's low. It means no voltage. So I lifted up the so what I've done is I carried on going into auto data, and we go into fuses. So and go into fuses, and then what I've done is I pressed SRS, and I've got two 30 amp fuses here. So I thought, okay, and AC, and I've also got this 10 amp fuse here. Now, what I forgot to say is, when I did an actual a code scan, I've only got 2 modules with codes, and one in the engine management, it was glow plug module circuit low, and a glow plug module to PCM circuit low as well. So I thought, well, I'll tell the customer, obviously it's going to need a set of glow plugs later. Not as though that will come back, trust me. So anyway, moving on to what I've got at the moment of actually testing to where I got to, how we got there. So we started off with the 30 amp fuses, which is, come on baby, which are these here. There's 2 there, supplementary RS. Now that is these 2 here. So I've got one there and one there, and if you have a look on there, it says active hood left, active hood right. So we must be in the SRS system. Anyway, check fuses. Fuses were correct, they work, nothing wrong with it. So now the one that interested me next was this it's the fascia, and if you have a look at this one here, it's a 10 amp fuse. Well, it's got engine bay, fuse box, plate 2, fuel filter, warning lamp, switch, glow plugs. Glow plugs, interesting. Headlamp leveling control, which don't work. Headlamp supplementary restraint system, SRS. And stop lamps. I don't really understand stop lamps because the stop lamps are working. Perhaps that's just the red herring for me, just to see if we can actually go. So we've gone into the actual scanner and going to trouble codes, and as you can see, B1 history, battery voltage low. So let's escape there, and when I went into live data, I noticed I've got 12 volts left, 12 volts right, so that's obviously those 2 modules in the actual hood to actually power it up. But then I've got power ignition voltage 0, and I think this is what when I was starting out, that's what my main idea is. So I looked at this fuse box, and the fuse box here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5, module 2. Well, that didn't help either, did it? So now we'll have to get down to the basics. So what we done in there, so the fuse is up there, and as you can, I've actually taken it out so I can actually prove it. And I pulled the fuse out. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Probably. Anyway, the fuse is blowing. So what I've done is obviously got another fuse. So I put the second fuse in, and I had a twin brother to the first one. It popped before I even actually got it into the fuse holder. So I'm thinking, right, okie dokie. So obviously something's short circuiting. So what we've done is I'm going for the glow plugs first, because obviously I've got codes. So what we've done is I disconnected the glow plug on there, and what I've done is I actually put another fuse in. and the fuse didn't blow. Absolutely brilliant. So we're on a rock and roll now. So to prove it's not the module, or is it the actual glow plugs themselves that are causing the problem, I've set a test lead up. So we've got a test light on there to the glow plug module. So I've turned the ignition on, my test lamp lights up, and I've also now got voltage, and it hasn't blown the fuse. So what I'll do now is let's just turn this off a minute. Oh yeah, it's got a lovely sound, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's going now. Let's put this down here a minute, just so I can put a fuse in. Alright baby, let me turn you on. There, they're happy now. Okay, so we put the fuse in, and it's not blowing anything. So let's just now what we did do is I've run the customer up. Always seem to get these jobs when they come in for an active hood system, and ends up being the glow plugs. So swap the glow plugs out and reconnected the glow plugs, and then I think, right, let's have a quick nose. Everything's all connected, and what we'll do is we'll go into live data again. Let's just get you there. So we've got live data, and got 12 volts going to one side, 12 volts going to the other side. Oh, look at this. Input voltage 11.9, and that now, so it's test drive time now. I'm quite happy I've actually sorted the problem. So drive it down the road and hit 25 mile an hour, and it doesn't go bing, and we've got active hood system coming up. So I think I was a bit lucky going down the SRS light. I think the auto data took me down that road, even though, yeah, it brings up SRS module itself, but that did help me get to where I am. This vehicle is also it came from an auction, so I've got a belief that the actual active hood, this is the reason it went into an auction, and the customer bought it from there. So I'm quite happy with this fix, and I'm hoping that will definitely help people out, because I mean, what a way to go. I mean, you come up with the active hood system not working, and you're changing the glow plugs. So don't always think it's, always have a look in the other modules as well, because the other modules could help you get to the diagnostics of what you want to find. But yeah, Santa Fe, absolutely brilliant. And luckily I didn't have a wiring diagram for this one. I've got one for the Kia Sorento, which is the same sort of engine. It's got the same wiring. Looking at it, I had a major problem with another one, but I just had a gut feeling it was fuses. It was something to do with power or bad earth, or I didn't think it was a module. I just didn't think it was a module. So I hope this helps everyone, because as I say, this could really lead you around the garden path, couldn't it? So I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to go and have a cup of coffee now. And I'm glad I actually done this all in one hit, because we got a really busy day today, and I don't want to keep on cut trying to fix this. So it's Friday, it's fish and chip day, and I'm looking forward to it. and I'm hoping everyone has a great weekend. So I'll catch you soon when I make another one. Thanks for watching. Bye.